Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our College Football 25 Dynasty here. Sorry if my voice is a little scratchy, kind of under the weather right now while doing this, but I definitely wanted to get this video out for all of y'all. So, we are going to actually be showing just some highlights, as you can tell by the recording for the semifinal game, the Peach Bowl against South Carolina. It had some recording issues and basically oversized the file, so it wasn't able to play correctly. So we're just taking a look at some quick highlights from that game before we carry on in this one. Now, we did open it up early in the first quarter, getting a 7-0 lead. But overall, this was a tough-fought game. Offense and defense needed to be on point. And as we see a little glitchiness, as we scoop up a fumble and start to bring that one back, I believe that was Alex Lewis, one of our outside linebackers, that scooped that one up. Our defense did a good job stepping up when they needed to. South Carolina has got a very efficient offense, especially with the way they go no huddle. But we were able to, early on in this one on defense, kind of step up and really control the pace of the game. And that's what we had to do against a team that goes fast, that does a lot of the no huddle, is we have to control the pace of the play. So that way we can really kind of dictate how things are going to happen on the field. Now, in this one, we got off to an early 14-0 lead here, going into the second quarter. But things don't always stay that way. And being part of a good team and having, a fantastic kind of season is you're going to have games where you have to bounce back, where things are going to happen. Plays will get made, as you see that fantastic catch by the South Carolina receiver, and perfect throw in reality. They cut our lead in half here later into the second quarter, but you have to be able to bounce back from moments like that happening. Now, we did that against Alabama. We did that for the most part during the season. Wisconsin gave us fits. We just couldn't bounce back from some of those, but overall, we've had a season where we've been willing to fight and continue to fight. So here we're going to jump ahead to the fourth quarter of that game. It is 24-21. We had that 14-7 lead. We expanded it, but of course South Carolina comes back on us. But our defense, once again, I can't credit those guys enough for what they were able to do. Steve Fournette coming through, getting a big-time sack on a third down. He's been a beast coming off the edges for us. When he is in there, he does a lot. He's really fast, he's strong, he's quick, and he's intelligent at reading a play. Now, after we got that sack and forced a punt, you'd like to get a touchdown on him, but we had to settle for a field goal, which gave us a 6-point lead. So once again, we were put into a position where we would have to rely on our defense, which, like I said, it happens. It's not what you want to have happen, but it does occur every now and then. And yeah, I do trust my defense. I really do. I think our defense has come a long way this season. They've been playing pretty consistently well this year. And in fact, we were able to get a stop. And now once your defense does something like that, as I mentioned before in the previous episodes, complementary football is what's needed. Defense got the stop. Offense repays that favor with a big-time play for a touchdown to really kind of put the nail in the coffin on the South Carolina team, giving us a 13-point lead with just about 6 minutes to go in the game. And something like that really kind of shows what our team has been about all season. They've been helping each other out. Hodgstein being a freshman quarterback, it's hard to miss throws that when your receivers can get that wide open on the jump. But overall, it's been complimentary football from both sides, and even, I guess, all three sides really counting special teams. But that's really what's gotten us to the point where we are today. And so we would win the semifinal matchup, obviously, against South Carolina, 34-21. They came back, but, once again, shut the door on the defensive side, put the nail in the coffin on the offensive side, and really, sent them packing, as you see the little glitchiness happening. So I'm talking about with the recording. Things like that do occur every now and then. We try to make sure limit it as much as possible. So we did get the semifinal win, which would propel us into the national championship game. Now, who would we be playing in this national championship game, you may be asking yourself? Well, none other than the third damn SEC team of this playoffs for us, but the Georgia Bulldogs. We are playing here in Jerry's World in Dallas, taking them on. And it gets they earned the right. They were SEC champions this season. I'm not talking about real life too, but in the game, they were SEC champions. So they come in riding high. And in reality, they are a tough team. They're fast on the offensive side. They're strong and quick on the defensive side. They're able to make plays from all over the field. Their defenders get interceptions. They force fumbles. They are great in the turnover margin. And so it's going to be a pretty constant battle back and forth in this game, I have a feeling. But let's go ahead and jump on into this thing as we're here in the first quarter on our opening drive facing a 3rd and 15. Hochstein has the snap in his hands. Pressure comes, hits as he throws it, and it's going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs as they have it at the 45-yard line, and they're coming right back with it as he's finally brought down by Emerson. He got hit while he threw it. He probably shouldn't have thrown it anyways. I know the contact definitely knocked that ball off its intended flight path, but still, he probably should have just taken the sack. And being a freshman, that's one problem that you can have, especially in big moments, is they want to complete the throw when they really don't have a chance to complete the throw. As our tight end, Luke, just missed that block altogether. And the Bulldogs will take over inside the red zone at the 17-yard line as they will look to send a man in motion across the formation, heads back over, has a quick throw to the left side. He's going to be hit and brought down, nowhere to go there, as John Mitchell comes up for the tackle behind the line. His first tackle of the game here, gets it for the tackle for loss, and that pushes him back to the 21-yard line, 2nd and 14 now for our defense. They send their tight end in motion, out wide right, has the snap, play action. Clean pocket, fires over the middle, and they make the catch with contact, but he gets down in the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. They open this one up, taking that turnover and turning it into 7 points. Caught by Bacon on that one. The Bulldogs and Bacon are sizzling right now as Devon Bacon, the sophomore receiver here for the Bulldogs, comes up with a big catch in traffic. Tried to jar it loose a second too late, but kind of whiffed, and he did the smart thing and got down. Now later in the first quarter, after we were forced to punt the ball, our offense is struggling, so our defense, we're needing them to step up for us. And on the wheel route, they leave the back all by his lonesome, and he takes that one in. This is not complimentary football that we are seeing. This is both sides not playing very well. And so that would put us into a deficit going here into the second quarter, trailing 14-0. But, hey, we're finally in the positive section at the 36-yard line. Hand that one off to Emerson. He goes left side for about a gain of 3 yards. Little by little, when you're trailing by 14, you can't get 14 points in one play. You have to take it one play at a time. So that's what we have to do. 2nd and 7 now from the 33.5-yard line. Hochstein claps his hands, has the ball. Pocket starts to close in. He drops that one off to Emerson. Good play on the check down. Picks up the first down. The pressure had just started to come up the middle. I mean, the line is doing a relatively pretty decent job with the blocking. I got to give them credit where credit is due. But Hochstein, smart play. 1st and 10 Lions as they have the snap. Play action. Hochstein. Pocket closing in. Drops that pass off. He's going to hit Abel coming across the field, who's knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Abel has been one of the primary targets for this freshman quarterback, and why not continue that way? It's been successful this season. 1st and goal, Nittany Lions here at the 9-yard line. Hochstein in the shotgun, 3 receivers left. Has the snap. They bring a blitz, fires it over, hits his tight end in the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Fired that one over, and the 3 receivers on the left side really opened that one up. Luke Reynolds, our senior tight end, takes advantage and makes a great catch there in the end zone to at least cut into this lead a little bit. Now coming right back at us, the Bulldogs, though, are on the move at the 24-yard line on the plus side in a shotgun, 2 tight ends left. Has the snap, fires that one over the middle. He's hit and brought down after a 7-yard gain. Jesus Canita, the junior receiver out of Florida for the Bulldogs, makes that catch and gets that yardage. So now 2nd and 3 from the 18 inside the red zone. We bring a blitz. Fires it over, hits his receiver. Once again, he's brought down as he gets his 3rd reception of the day. He's got 41 yards in total just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs under center this time. Handed off going to the right side. Hit. He's going to be stood up and brought down as a team of Nittany Lions, Potts and Ruffin, combined together to bring Daly down to the turf. He's got 9 carries for 42 yards so far this evening. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 tight end in the slot right. Handed off going to the right side. Makes a jump cut, and he's going to walk it into the end zone. Found the opening on that one, didn't seal off the edges like we should have, and they take full advantage and punch that one into the end zone and take a 21-7 lead. So now here in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter, Hochstein making changes before the snap. Has it in his hands. Rolls out to his right side, fires over. It's Abel coming on the right sideline, brought down at about the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 Nittany Lions after that play. Great job to throw that one on the run. Not the best throw in the world, so you got to give Abel a little bit more credit in making that catch down at his knees. So 1st and 10 Nittany Lions. Here we are at the 20, pretty much just right at the red zone line. And here we come out, going to be in a pistol formation. Got 2 receivers to the right side, 2 tight ends, or we got Luke Reynolds on the left side with an H-back. We toss it out to Amerson on the option toss. He takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. On the option toss. Hochstein, I thought, was going to try to keep it or get that toss out a little too late. It looked like that old, you got to be careful with that little glitch that would happen on those option plays. But thankfully, it didn't happen. Amerson's able to get that one up and got that in space and was able to take that one into the end zone to cut back into this lead once again, making it 21-14. Downside is Bulldogs get the ball right back here after the kickoff at the 35-yard line. Pressure comes. He fires out over the middle. He hits his receiver, Kaneda, who got free from Potts, and he's going to go the distance. 65 yards into the end zone. Why stop him when you can just let him score, I guess these are philosophical questions that every coach must ask themselves. Jesus Kaneda, he's a junior receiver. He's had a great game, but there's no reason for that play to have happened. So now we find ourselves trailing once again 28-14. But we do still have a minute, so at least we got some time to try to make something happen. As the Bulldogs bring a blitz, Hochstein fires over. He's going to hit Rahman, cuts it back out to the left side after breaking 1 tackle. It's a foot race to the sideline. He breaks that one. He gets free. Rahman at the 10, 5. Touchdown, Penn State. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Haymakers are being thrown all over the field in this game as Rahman takes that one on basically the quick slant and breaks a couple tackles and then just pure speed all the way. Once they brought those linebackers blitzing up the middle, it kind of left that whole middle of the field open, and then it was just pure individual effort by Rahman to get free and just use his speed to get into the end zone. Good hustle by Georgia's 95. That guy, I believe, is a defensive end. He chased him all the way down into the goal line, for God's sakes. So after we cut back into within 1, here comes the Bulldogs right back at us, but not for long as Wall jumped in front of that one. He's at the 20. It's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Carlos Wall, 33-yard pick 6. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And sometimes it takes only one play to change the story of a game. And that could very well be it, as our defense has struggled all game to stop this Bulldog attack. We finally jumped that one, and we took advantage. Now this game is tied. So here come the Bulldogs once again here. Still in the first half. Throw that one to the left side. It's going to be jumped this time by Mitchell. He's at the 30. Open space. No one's going to get him. Pick 6 again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As we have back-to-back pick 6s on defensive stands. What a turn of events this game has taken. No one saw this coming, especially us, as we were trailing. We got it to 21-28, unable to stop the Bulldog offense. We forced them to punt here or there, but nothing major. They still would drive the ball a little bit. And finally, we start to see our defense making the plays. All momentum switched over to us with that big touchdown by Ramon. As that momentum change, so has the story of the first half, and we will actually leave the first half with the lead. You know, this is something so similar to what happened with us in our last season at North Texas playing against LSU. You score at the end of the half, you start to build momentum up throughout by keeping some form of pace, and then it takes one play to break it open for us. And, I mean, it happened last year with the run by Dubar at the end of the half as time expired, and then Ramon making that play here in this one really changed the course of the game, and it really allowed for Carlos Wall, John Mitchell to make those plays on the defense that they did, and that really helped push us into this position where we actually have a lead. We were trailing 21-7 here going into the 2-minute timeout, and now at the end of the first half we lead 35-28. But not all things are, settled in stone after one half. Each game is a tale of two halves, and here comes the second half as Fournette chases down their quarterback and brings him down for a sack. I think their quarterback's last name is like Puligasi or Pulgasi. I don't know. It sounds something like Pulga, Pug. It's something goofy and weird. No one likes him anyways. Steve Fournette with the sophomore defensive end. He's got speed. He's got, an instinct about getting after the quarterback. We saw it in the game against the Gamecocks, getting the sack, the big-time one, and he just brings up another one right there. So 2nd and 20 for the Bulldogs here at the 39-yard line on the plus side of the field, as they'll have the snap, throw it out to the left side, get it to the running back who's got space in front, breaks one tackle, hit, and finally chased out of bounds by Alex Lewis and Ruffin. That's a pretty different duo, chasing them down all the way over there. 3rd and 9 now. Bulldogs in a shotgun, 4-wide set, has the snap. Throws it to the left side, has it. Boom! He gets hit, but he hold on to it. Oh, I thought he was going to drop it. Puglisi, the senior quarterback for the Bulldogs, completes that one, gets it down to the 8. As they're going to be in a shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends on the line to the right. As they hand that one off, going to the right side. He's going to be hit and stood up by Ruffin. Nowhere to go. Our freshman linebacker with a big-time play on that one. Stuffs this running game at the 8-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd and goal now for the Bulldogs in the shotgun. 3-wide set. As they have the snap. Quick throw to their tight end on the left side. He's chased down and tackled behind the line they're going to mark him at the 9. He probably should have been marked down at the 8 or about the 11. Carlos Wall with the big play there. So 3rd and goal from the 9. They have the snap, play action, pressure comes. Kiernan brings Puglisi down for the sack at the 15. Kane Kiernan's been fighting all game in the middle of that defense or offensive line, and he finally busts through and is able to get the sack to bring them down to force them to try a field goal opportunity. Great play by Kane. He's done it for us all season and comes through once again here in this one. So after that field goal, here we come right back at him, needing to respond at the 26-yard line on the plus side. Hochstein has the snap, hands it off to Amerson up the middle, and nowhere to go as this Bulldog defense just collapses in on him. A good play by them. Give credit where credit is due. So 2nd and 10, 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're going to be in a pistol formation, 2 receivers left, an H-back, offset to Hochstein's right side, Amerson in the backfield. Play action. Rolls out to his left, fires it over. He's going to hit McCann as he gets hit and brought down after a pretty decent gain, getting down to the 18-yard line, making it 3rd and 2 as we are now officially inside the red zone. So Hochstein's going to stay in the shotgun, 3 receiver set. Abel in the slot right, Ramon wide left. Hochstein has the snap, hands it off, going to the right side to Newsel, who gets hit and brought down. The freshman running back comes up, picks up 6 yards on that one. He's got 13 yards today, and that was just his 3rd carry. He has seen limited time this game. He was more of a presence for us really kind of throughout the season, kind of definitely came along there near the end of it. But in reality, kind of needed some at least a little bit more veteran experience going up against this defense. Now on 1st and 10 here, Hochstein has the snap. He's going to take off to his left side. Chased and brought down. My goodness, that's the defensive tackle that almost chased Ramon down on that long touchdown at the end of the first half. And that makes it 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain. So 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Hochstein in a shotgun, 3 receivers right. Claps his hands. He's got the snap. In the clear pocket, fires it to the right side, looking for Amerson, but that one gets jarred loose. Ooh, he got blasted on that one. Emerson did. And that ball falls incomplete going to the turf. So 3rd and 7. Hodgkin's got to be careful with throws like that. That's just ripe to be picked off. 3rd and 7 here. 4 wide set. Hochstein has the snap, hands it off to Newsel up the middle, try to catch him sleeping. And no, they were not. James Blum, the defensive lineman for the Bulldogs out of Florida, just a sophomore. He's a speedster that chased Hochstein down a couple plays ago, makes that one. That leads us to a field goal opportunity, and it's boot ball right down the middle as we put that one through to give us, once again, a touchdown lead here in the 3rd quarter. Now coming right back with it, the Bulldogs have it after the kickoff. They're at the 15-yard line. They send a player in motion. Has the snap. It's going to be an RPO to the right side. Alex Lewis, our freshman linebacker, with a great tackle on that one. Coming up and get taken down Tobias Daly, the junior running back out of North Carolina for the Bulldogs, who's had a pretty decent evening so far. 2nd and 6 as time is ticking away. Quick throw to the right side. It's going to be picked off by Potts. He's got the interception. He kind of overshot it, but the throw was bad enough by Puglisi that it still allowed him to be able to reach out and snag that one. And that's going to be a turnover, and that's going to take us with a 7-point lead here. Under 1 minute to go in the 3rd as we have possession. Hochstein fires that one over, hits Newsel on the swing pass, pushing forward and brought down just at the line to gain. I don't think they're going to give it to him. It looks like it is going to be 2nd and inches. Hochstein, 277 yards on 26 of 36 passing and 2 touchdowns so far this evening. A really solid performance because he hasn't had, outside of the first pick 6, hasn't had that big mistake since then. Didn't let that affect him. Now, after handing that one off to Newsel, we will pick up the 1st down at the 14-yard line. So that's going to make it 1st and 10 from the 14 here as time will expire in the 3rd. And that'll take us to the 4th quarter with a 1-score lead, but we are poised on the doorstep to make this thing a 2-score lead and extend it. And so far, I think we're primed and ready. We've fought hard all season. These playoff games have not been simple for us. We are a seasoned team, and we just need to continue to show it here in this one as we hand that one off to Newsel to the left side. He gets hit and brought down after a 5-yard gain. So 5 yards down to the 9-yard line here, going to make it 2nd and 5. Time is now ticking away early here in the 4th quarter as Hochstein's going to be in a shotgun. Emerson offset to his left side, 3 receivers. Hands it off going to the right side to Emerson, who's hit and brought down, and he seems a little sluggish. I knew he's kind of banged up coming into this 4th quarter, but he still wants to be in there. That just shows the toughness and the grit that the kid has about him as he makes that play, no gain, but doesn't turn it over at least. So 3rd and 5 now. Hochstein in the shotgun, has it in his hands, fires it over the middle, hits his receiver, Burris, but comes down with it, nowhere to go. He is stopped short. Dean Burris gets his 3rd catch, the sophomore receiver for the Nittany Lions out of New York. Makes it 4th and 2, so we bring on our field goal kicker. Boot ball right down the middle, as we say, as that puts us ahead by 10 here now in the 4th quarter. So after getting a stop on defense, here comes our offense once again, driving down the field, trying to hammer this game home as we send Emerson in motion. Handoff to Newsel up the middle. He's hit and brought down. And that's going to make it 3rd and 6. Nowhere to go on that one. Now Mike Wicks, our kicker, we're basically right on the edge of his field goal range, his documented field goal range. But being inside, who knows if we could add a couple extra yards on that one. Now on 3rd and 6, we fired over and we hit Rahman, who comes up with the big-time catch down to the 18, and that's going to be 1st and 10 Nittany Lions. He's got his 3rd catch of the day for 96 yards so far this evening as he's continuing to push and try to seal this game up. 1st and 10 Nittany Lions, 4 minutes remaining. Hand that one off to Emerson to the left side, and he's going to go down, but oddly enough, it's going to be a Georgia Bulldog who ends up being hurt. Emerson has been beat up all game, and he looks like he can barely walk. But, hey, it's a Bulldog that has to go out. Shows which team is the tougher team, I think, here in this one. So 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. 10-point lead for the Nittany Lions. 2nd and 11 from the shotgun. Handed off to Amerson, going to the right side. Good blocking setup. Tries to make a move, but he's brought down after about an 8-yard gain, making it 3rd and 3. And you can tell by the wear and tear, Amerson is just beat up. But the grit on that kid to stay in. That's going to make it 3rd and 3, 9 feet away from a first down. Hochstein in a shotgun, 3 receivers set. Has the snap in the pocket, fires over, hits Josiah Brown over the middle, who gets down to the 4 and a first down. Brand new set here to go. 1st and goal, Nittany Lions, as we look to close this thing out. 3 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. We still lead by 10 and look to extend it. Hochstein's going to be in a pistol formation now. 2 receivers set. H-back off to Hochstein's right side. Amerson in the backfield. Hands off to Amerson. Lowers his shoulder and nowhere to go. Too many Bulldog defenders there as they stand him up and put him down after a 1-yard gain, making it 2nd and goal now from the 3-yard line. So 2nd and goal. Here comes this offense once again 9 feet away from putting a nail in this. Hochstein in the shotgun, 3 receivers set. Abel's in the slot right. Amerson offset to his left side. Since Abel in motion, it's going to be a jet sweep. Abel cuts it up, nowhere to go with it. He probably could have continued to the outside, but he turned it up, and they shut the door. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal, but we're going to get to the 2-minute timeout first. So 3rd and goal here for the Nittany Lions, as it is at the 2-minute mark. Now, Georgia, if we run the ball and don't make it, obviously they are going to use their timeouts. I think that's got to be a given for us. And so here we got to try to figure out that play that gets us into the end zone. That's going to be the thing. We have to get into the end zone. So we're going to come out in the pistol. 2 receivers left side. H-back offset to Hochstein's right. Amerson in the backfield once again. Sends a man in motion. Hank gets it to him. He pushes forward, and he's going to be at Josiah Brown. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As he powered through, and that's going to do it. That's going to be the nail in the coffin we were looking for as we hammer this one home against the Georgia Bulldogs, and that's going to extend our lead out once again. Now, the Bulldogs would be able to put up a touchdown, but it would mean nothing as we would kneel this thing out and claim the national championship, the first one here in Happy Valley in God knows how many decades, as we take this one home for us. A big-time game here for this Nittany Lions, and a way to turn the events from the history to the current. As Hochstein, the freshman quarterback, stepped up big time and really just relied on his playmakers to make the plays. And that's, just an overall great team effort that they had in this one. No point did we feel like we were out, even when we were trailing. Trailing 14-0, not a big deal. Been there, done that. And we were able to still continue to battle back one play at a time as a team on offense, on defense, and then also on special teams, making the kicks when we needed them to. Just an overall great team performance. Now, while this does show some of our highlights and we see some of our celebration, I do just want to remind y'all to hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did enjoy this video, as this guy is standing halfway through the stage, I mean, that's impressive. If you did enjoy the video, definitely give us a thumbs up. It does really help out the channel. We're almost at that 500 subscriber mark, which is crazy for me to think of. Never thought in all reality I'd get there, but thank y'all very much for all of that and all the support y'all have given us throughout our time here. And I'm excited to see where this journey goes for us here at Penn State. We might change up some of our format and presentation. I do have a lot of recordings. I'd like to get through a lot of the storyline of our coach Bubba, but we'll dive into that in the next episode. So until then, signing off, the national champions, Penn State Nittany Lions. As always, everybody stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.